and welcome to Spotlight, where we will be bringing you the latest stories and news. With our hardworking crew and passionate talent, no wonder why our news is Spotlight material. I'm Natalie Vitelli.
And I'm Ben Wright. Let's get started. Hello, Natalie.
Ben, how are you?
I'm good. I'm honored to be here. I'm really excited to be filling in for my good buddy Dom.
We are glad to have you.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to be starting off the show with the Student Showcase Mid-Atlantic Air Museum, made by Tyler Dempster and our own Josh Watkins.
I like him.
Well, the Mid-Atlantic Air Museum was founded in 1980 as a nonprofit organization to go after the acquisition of a rare World War II Northrop P-61 night fighter, which had crashed on the top of a mountain in New Guinea. We ultimately, after about an 8-year period, were successful in acquiring and bringing that P-61 back home to the museum. But in the meantime, the museum had begun to grow. We opened to the public, and we have about 30,000 visitors a year. And today it's grown to have a collection of some 107 airplanes. My father was a World War II aviator. He was in the Navy and flew seaplanes. And after the World War II, he became a mechanic. So lo and behold, the opportunity to acquire that P-61 came along, and we said, let's acquire that. And we were in a position to do so. Let's acquire that, and let's start a museum around that airplane. And we did, and that's how everything took off, so to speak. All of the airplanes that we have acquired are donated from all over the country, actually. About half of them are airworthy and do fly. We take them to air shows so that we can get a wider audience of public to see them and view them. And the other half are either under restoration or just static display. World War II weekend is an event that we came up with as a fundraiser because we don't get any external funding, government funding whatsoever. We're privately funded. So it's an air show, but it's really a World War II immersion experience. We have some 1,500 reenactors, some 40 encampments, 80 or 85 rare World War II airplanes that put on an air show, 200 vehicles, and about attendance of 25,000 people every year. Tours are available. We do group tours, we do individual tours. We have tour guides on duty that can guide you through and answer questions about the airplanes, or you can do self-guided tours. We have that also.
That was pretty cool.
You know, have you ever been there, Ben?
I actually have. They have like a World War II day, and they have a bunch of people with all their replica or actually original guns come in, and they just weld them all, so they're not actually working. But they let the kids take pictures, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that is fantastic. I've always been interested in history.
Yeah, because if you don't know, history repeats itself.
And we will be right back after this commercial break. have next my favorite segment of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time, the Golden Ticket,
Okay.
where they will be talking about the big man, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs himself. Not Ashton Kutcher Steve Jobs, Michael Fassbender Steve Jobs. Infinitely better. Infinitely better.
I agree. Let's see these reviews.
Hey there, I'm Sean O'Brien.
And I'm Matt Terhune, and welcome to the Golden Ticket. Today, we're taking a look at the movie Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. This movie was pretty good from the start when they show the original Macintosh all the way when they come out with the iMac at the end. It's pretty solid from the entire story.
All right, let's dive a little bit deeper into Steve Jobs, the man in the movie. What do you think about him?
He's a pretty rotten person. He's pretty rotten to everyone that works for him. Right smack dab at the beginning of the movie, like right before his presentation, they have some technical problems and they can't get that machine, the computer, to say hello. And he basically blackballs this guy and compares it to Russian roulette. He's like, basically, you get this thing to say hello like 2 minutes before the show starts or I end your entire career.
It's a system error. Fix it. Fix it? Yeah.
We're not a pit crew at Daytona. This can't be fixed in seconds.
You didn't have seconds. You had 3 weeks. The universe was created in a third of that time.
Well, someday you'll have to tell us how you did it.
I thought that was just an amazing part of the movie and great script writing on the end of the writers.
Right out of the gate, he denies that Lisa is his daughter. He's like, that's not my daughter.
Apple stock was worth $441 million, while your daughter and her mother are on welfare.
She's not my daughter!
It's a coincidence that the computer, the Lisa, is named after you. And he tells a 5-year-old that it's just a coincidence. She doesn't even know how to comprehend the word. A coincidence. Like, but he's still like, you love him and you hate him at the same time. You want to hate him, but he does like all these nice things for Lisa's mother. He keeps giving her money to like fund like Lisa's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. It's kind of like for every good thing he does, there's like an equally bad thing to go along with it. It's like he's giving the mom all this money, but then the report from Time Magazine says that he came up with an algorithm to prove that like 20% of American men could have been his daughter's father.
Jobs insists, I'm
I didn't
quoting,
invent math.
28% of the male population of the United States could be the father.
I wasn't saying you slept with 28% of American men. I was using an algorithm.
It's just kind of nuts.
All right. John Scully, former CEO of Pepsi, takes over Apple, kind of turns it into shambles after they fire Steve Jobs, which, in my opinion, phenomenal scene.
Oh yes, when he's talking to his assistant about his whole master plan to take back the company, and that was just genius. And his interaction with every character in the movie is different per every side character. Like, there's never the same with him. It's always like his relationship with his daughter is different than his relationship with everyone else. And with most people, they'd kind of like be polite in that way, but it's like he is just kind of raw and like to the point, and he's such a built-in kind of guy.
Can I just say one thing I did not like about the movie is how they like stretched out time, because it's all the scenes or like every part. I break up the movie into 3 parts with each release of the product. And he only has like 5 or so minutes before they like unveil the product, and they stretch it out to like 45 minutes. And that just bothers me, because I'm like, he gets all this done in supposedly 5 minutes, but it's stretched out to a half an hour to 45 minutes. What do you think about that?
The concept of timing in the movie is just all weird. It's like, he's got 5 minutes and he never is late, but like this whole conversation goes on and
This
on
guy's
for like
late to
30
everything.
minutes before the show. It's like,
what is his watch set at? He needs to change the clock in his iPhone.
I know, it's ridiculous. I mean, anyways, I personally would give this movie a rating of 5 iPods. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we talk about 5 iPod classics or nanos. I'm going classics, maybe a touch or 2 in there.
I got nanos.
Yeah.
You know, a little.
Can we equal it to 1 iPad? So this movie's 5 iPods equal to 1 iPad, but back to Michael Fassbender's acting.
Yes.
Phenomenal actor. No Ashton Kutcher. He wasn't like a goofy like Steve Jobs. He was like, they showed like a raw
Yeah,
Steve Jobs. Like
raw.
he was just a nefarious person. Like no one messed with Steve Jobs. He was the visionary at Apple.
He was, as he said in the movie, everyone that worked in the company were the instrument players, and he was the composer with all of that.
He played the orchestra.
Yeah, he played the orchestra. Thank you for tuning into The Golden Ticket. As always, I'm Sean O'Brien.
And I'm Matt Terhune.
Farewell, and have a good night.
Steve Jobs, he is the man.
Important guy. Gave us the iPhone, the Mac. You know, there's always Android, there's always PC for everyone else.
Are you more of an Androids fan, I'm guessing?
I guess so. I mean, I guess you could say that.
All right, all right.
I'm not crazy enough to go Windows Phone, but whatever.
Okay, well, I have the Apple, but you know what? I do like Androids. They are very good.
It's, you know, that's the thing. It's weights and strengths and yeah.
And we will be right back after this commercial break.
We build character. Character builds success.
And now we are coming up on Taste of the Week.
My segment. I'm so excited. We did just shoot this today, so you'll see a very familiar face and a very familiar outfit.
You know, I am excited to see this clip, Ben.
I really am too, because this is our first one, and just please, viewers, don't tear us apart. Let's take a look. Hey everyone, I'm Ben Wright, your host of Taste of the Week, here to show you all the delicious foods that Berks County has to offer. And today, we're in our hometown of Kutztown checking out Betty's.
I really enjoy working here. By all means, Betty's is definitely a family. Over the time here, I've definitely grown with a lot of my employees, and that makes it a lot more fun to come into work, honestly. Plus, most people who come into Betty's, they're just happy to get their food, and I'm happy to give it to them, so it's a fun time. We get a lot of people who come in here for, everyone has their own special thing. So like, let's say me, I come in here all the time and I order a mango burrito with buffalo chicken. James Carroll from the New Arts Gallery, he comes in here seemingly every day to get a bowl of soup. He loves garlic artichoke spinach. So, I mean, every person, they have their own special dish that they come here because they can only get that special dish here.
How do you make a Southwest burrito steak?
You take the white tortilla, put it down, put your line of cheese on it, put your tortilla and cheese in the steamer, close that, take it out, and then you put your rice on it, your salsa, your black beans, and your Southwest sauce, and then fold in and fold over.
Professional.
You could say that.
Walk us through the steps of making that buffalo chicken quesadilla.
Definitely. The buffalo chicken quesadilla is delicious. I say for any first timer who comes to Betty's and you don't know what you want, if you like buffalo chicken, get the quesadilla and you'll be thrilled. But the buffalo chicken quesadilla, the process of making that is very much the same. You take your tortilla, spread cheese across half of it, and then put that on your pan that should have butter already melting on it. And then put your chicken, buffalo chicken in it. Put that baby in half, and then let it get nice and crispy golden brown on each side. And then you got yourself a wonderful treat when it's done.
I'm really excited. So much wrap out, so little time. All right. Probably not flattering to watch, but definitely flattering to eat. This is delicious. Certainly a 10 out of 10 taste of the week. Don't forget to tune in next time when we check out another fantastic restaurant here in Berks County. From conquering the streets to updating you with the latest stories, Spotlight is here to cover it all. Stay tuned next week for another episode of your new favorite show. Till next time,
This is Natalie.
and this is Ben covering for Dom.
Have a great night, everyone.